Thank you for joining us for Open Line tonight. One thing we have not talked about when it comes to what is happening in North Nashville post-tornado is the folks who have been uninsured, the homeless in North Nashville. This is truly an enormous burden to carry.
Yeah. I mean, we're experiencing a gap in service right now where there are folks who are renting but don't have a place to stay because they have either the home is gone altogether or the landlord is choosing to rebuild, but it's going to take some time, so they have to find somewhere else to go. So I don't know who's meeting that need right now, and so we need some nonprofits to step up if they have that capacity to really meet that need. And Metro government, hopefully, I know they're swamped right now, but where can we find these folks to give them a place to stay? We've been trying to do what we can and pay for hotel rooms, but we know that's just a temporary Band-Aid that doesn't solve the problem.
So it's identifying a place to stay, but also helping folks with that.
Yes.
You know, with the rent.
Yes. And that's what we've done, is try to set up the fund, the Don't Sell Out North Fund, and to just meet that immediate need of if you need a hotel room or if you need to put a down payment on rent, we can help with that.
Right.
I think this is also a time to, it's okay for a responsible elected leader to be like, look at this situation and say, you know what, we've done some things wrong. And really observe this so we can build better. You know, I believe the Equity Alliance, along with us Stand Up Nashville, we had college students calling us like they don't know what to do. They got $60, $50 to their name, right, and nowhere to go. I have a couple of kids who are in college who are at Tennessee State University who are out of Napier community, right? These kids have fought against every odd, you know, to get to college, right? And college is not just a place for them to, like, you know, springboard forward, but it's also a place where they may have came out of a situation where they got 4 or 5 sisters or brothers, or a very tumultuous situation that they really don't want to go back to for 7 to 8 weeks, or cause a burden on a parent, especially a single mom, for a lot of them, you know, looking after, you know, that's trying to do their best as they can already. So when we start to think about when we're shutting down these services and telling people that they have, what did they say, a week or 2 weeks to get out, right? We understand the reasoning behind the pandemic, but where are the wraparound services, you know, to take care of those type of individuals?
It is really highlighting those gaps that have always been there, but now it's really like the spotlight is there, and those gaps seem to be widening just because of the stresses. Have you all seen, because of the coronavirus, and as you said, the city is obviously having to pour a lot of resources and attention to dealing with this and how things are changing hour by hour at times. Do you feel like that the resources are being taken away, or the attention is being taken away unnecessarily from North Nashville, because, you know, post-tornado, or both things getting done?
I don't know. I mean, the coverage has seemed to have shifted to coronavirus, but I mean, it's affecting everybody. So I don't think it's being taken away, the coverage, but I do appreciate the journalists out there making sure the story gets told of North Nashville. But to me, it's all kind of tied together. It's one crisis after another, and we're just trying to figure out how to navigate it all.
And I guess just resources is my main question. Are the resources still there and available that were there the first week?
Well, we are seeing a lot of relief centers being closed down. I don't know where people are now going to get food, but it's now seeing where we need to kind of continue some of that.
Another way to think about it too is that I think a lot of the resources may be going into the wrong hands if you really want to make systemic change in places like North Nashville, right? Given everything that we just talked about, from looking into public policy to tracking people where they're going to having harassment claims, you know, it takes organizing and people to really be on the ground to do this type of work, right? So you should be giving money to Stand Up Nashville, definitely to the Equity Alliance and to Gideon's Army, groups like that who are really doing the work here. You know, you should be giving money to. It's okay if I mention Turk. Turk Tennessee Immigrant Refugee Coalition. You know, you have a lot of immigrant communities in the Hermitage and Donaldson area who would hit just as hard, right? The reason that we talk about Don't Sell Out North is because 100% of the time when gentrification or urban renewal, as we want to call it, takes place, displacement, it always displaces African Americans. We've had a disaster in '98 when I was in middle school that hit East Nashville, that gentrified my whole neighborhood, right? 2010 we come back with a flood that just took away the rest of it, right? And now here we are again, and that's where this groundswell is coming from. Here we are, over the span of 30 years, we've seen this happen time and time again, and we don't want to see it happen now in North Nashville. But also thinking about other areas of town where this happened, because this is bigger than just a racial issue. We want to protect the identity of North Nashville, but across Nashville, just a working class. It's a social economic issue, and I think it's just uncovering how it's happening.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we've talked about a lot. It's just how do you keep the working people of Nashville actually in Nashville? It's really a dilemma right now. People just can't afford it.
Right.
Yeah, hands down. And then a disaster strikes and it's even tougher.
It's even tough.
Yeah, all the problems are compounded. All right, when we come back, we're going to give out websites, phone numbers, how you can volunteer, how you can give. So get that pen and paper ready. We're going to give out all that information right when we come back. Stay with us.